long before hospitals, before EKG machines, before surgeons, before the word near-death experience existed, humans were reporting the same strange journey: a tunnel, a light, a being, a bridge, a river, a life review, and a choice. Different cultures gave these moments different names. Different religions created different maps, and different centuries tried to explain them in their own language. But beneath the symbols, beneath the myths, beneath the stories, the patterns match. Tonight, we explore the idea that near-death experience is not a cultural invention. It's a human inheritance. I'm Candy, and this is Half Haunted Chronicles. Every civilization in history has recorded some version of near-death experiences. Ancient Greece, Tibetan monks, indigenous tribes, medieval Europe, modern medicine, thousands of years, millions of people, the same core experiences. What does that mean? Every culture across time invented the same hallucination, or they all glimpsed the same truth. Now let's look at the evidence. Here are some stories. Near death from across the world. Ancient Greece, the myth of Er. In Plato's Republic, written in 380 BCE, he tells a story of Er, a soldier who died in battle and returned 12 days later. Er reported leaving his body, traveling through a glowing tunnel, seeing judges of the dead, witnessing souls choosing new lives, returning by being sent back. Plato recorded this almost 2,400 years before near-death experiences research began. The tunnel, the separation, the review, the return, it's all there. The Tibetan Book of the Dead, Bardo. In Tibetan Buddhism, teachings describe Bardo, a realm entered at death where the soul encounters guiding beings of light, visions shaped by past actions, a panoramic review of a life just lived, a choice to move forward or return. Practitioners train their whole life to recognize the stages of Bardo because they mirror the modern near-death experience. Even instructions sound familiar. Do not be afraid of the light. Recognize the clear awareness. Do not cling to the dead body. Different language, same map. Indigenous tribes, the river and the bridge. Across Native American cultures, near-death experiences appear constantly. The Cherokee speak of a river that separates the living and the dead. Crossing it means you don't return. The Abawabi describe encounter light beings who tell the person whether it's their time. The Hopi speak of a vortex that carries the soul to another realm. The Lakota report out-of-body journeys where the dying watch their own bodies before returning. Different tribes, different stories, but the same elements. A crossing point, the guide, and the choice. Medieval Europe, the tunnel of light. In Middle Ages, Christian monks documented visions that perfectly parallel modern near-death experiences. A 12th century monk named Adam of Insham described a dying process that involved a dark tunnel, a bright light, luminous figures, a review of sins and virtues, and a decision to return to life. He even wrote, "The soul sees all things with greater clarity than the eyes of flesh." Veridical perception, written 900 years ago. Thailand, a bureaucratic afterlife. Thai near-death experience reports consistently include a fascinating detail. The dying person is escorted to an afterlife office. Clerks check a record book and realize a mistake has been made. "You are the wrong person," they say. "Return to your body." And the experiencer wakes up, sometimes in the morgue or on the operating table. It's bureaucratic, strange, and uniquely Thai, but the structure mirrors the same phenomenon. A guide, a review of identity, a forced return. Cultural close on a universal skeleton. In Hindu near-death experiences, messengers of Yama, the Lord of Death, escort the dying person to another realm. They often find it was a clerical mistake. The wrong person was taken. The soul must return. Sound familiar? It mirrors both Thai reports and Western, not yet narratives. People return, a transformed personality, a renewed purpose, an altered sense of self. The details differ, but the pattern does not. Japan, the field of flowers. In Japan, near-death experiences often describe a meadow filled with glowing flowers, a river separating life and death. Loved ones appear at the riverbank but refuse to let the person cross. "You must go back," they say. "It's not your time." Western experiencers describe the same refusal but in different imagery. Again, cultural flavor, universal structure. The Middle East, the being of light. Islamic near-death experiences mirror Western ones almost exactly. People report a tunnel, a radiant being, a life review, a sense of overwhelming love, a border they cannot cross. Many describe the being of light not in a religious language, but simply as someone knew me completely. The same phrasing appears in American and European accounts. Different belief systems, same core experience. The modern world, the same story everywhere, whether the experiencer is Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, Hindu, Jewish, atheist, agnostic, child, adult, science, farmer, blind, sighted, educated, uneducated. They describe the same stages, not similar, the same. The structure is universal. The symbols adapt to culture, but the experience appears to belong to the human species itself. This episode gives me chills because it takes the near-death experience out of realm of personal story and places it inside human history. If every culture on Earth describes a journey after death with the same key elements, the tunnel, the guide, the review, the border, the choice, then we're looking at something far bigger than belief. Beliefs divide cultures. Experience unites them. People don't hallucinate the same story across thousands of years and thousands of miles. Something is happening, something real, something universal, something woven into the fabric of a human being. Near-death experience may not be a cultural myth, it may be our oldest common truth. Tonight, we step beyond the modern world and discover that near-death experiences have been with us since the beginning of human memory. Season 2 has one final chapter, the finale. Next time, we explore why these experiences exist and what they might mean for consciousness and how the near-death experience might be pointing to something extraordinary about the human soul. Until then, stay curious and always, always stay haunted.